Days in just a few minutes.
Mark, thank you. Now to a historic announcement from Governor Newsom. He is proposing a new 28th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution.
In this country, we do have the power to change things, to reclaim our freedom from fear. Our ability to make a more perfect union is literally written into the Constitution. So today, I'm proposing the 28th Amendment to the United States Constitution to do just that.
The proposed 28th Amendment would do four things: raise the minimum age to buy a firearm to 21, mandate universal background checks, institute a waiting period for all gun purchases, and ban assault rifles for civilians. And California lawmakers are already getting to work on moving the governor's plan forward.
KCRA 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala explains the role our state lawmakers have in this and how some Republican states are responding.
California Democrats are marching ahead with Governor Newsom's latest national push. To start the process, they'll need to pass a resolution calling for the Constitutional Convention. Assemblyman Reggie Jones-Sawyer is expected to file that resolution, but he couldn't say exactly when.
We've got to make sure that the message doesn't get misunderstood. We're not trying to overturn the Second Amendment. Let's start with that. What we're trying to do is come up with reasonable, sensible gun control laws.
That joint resolution between the state Senate and Assembly requires a simple majority vote from the legislature.
California has some of the toughest firearms regulation laws in the United States. The things that the governor has proposed, background checks, ban on assault weapons, 21 years of age, etc., waiting period, are all matters of existing state law. So there's no reason that the California legislature isn't going to easily approve this.
Meanwhile, Republican California lawmakers called Newsom's national effort a stunt.
He knows he has probably no chance of actually getting this amendment passed and getting the threshold that you would need. So he knows that, but he's announcing this, to take away and distract from his failures in California.
Newsom's heavy lift will be getting 33 other states on board to just get this effort to the next phase. Meanwhile, leaders in other Republican states, Texas and Florida, did not respond to our requests for comment. At the state capitol, Ashley Zavala, KCRA 3 News.
So with this proposal coming from the governor, we got to thinking, what does that take to get an amendment to be on the U.S. Constitution? KCRA 3's Lisa Gonzalez gets some answers.
In the Constitution's 235-year history, there have been very few amendments. There are 27 amendments to the Constitution. The first 10 are grouped together called the Bill of Rights. The last amendment to the Constitution was ratified in 1992. It says Congress cannot change their pay during a legislative session. As you can imagine, it takes a lot to amend the Constitution. Both chambers of Congress have to pass the proposed amendment by a 2/3 vote. Congress has only done this 33 times in history. If it does pass, the amendment would then go to the states to be ratified. 38 states would need to ratify the amendment to change the Constitution, and that's only been done 27 times. While there's only been a handful of amendments to the Constitution, there have been many attempts. The U.S. Senate estimates there's been 11,000 measures that have reached Congress. However, 99.7% of those measures never passed. Back to you.